Okay, every time I make a video, I say it's like been a while, and I'm like on and off when I make these videos, but I just wanted to talk about like these verses I was meditating on the other week, because it was my driver's test, and on the same day it was also a math exam that I had, so I was nervous and worried for two things that day. But these verses helped me out, and let's just go to it. The first verse is Isaiah 43 verse 2, and I'll read it right here. You can open up your Bibles if you want, if you got it, but if you don't got it, it's okay. Anyways, it says, "When thou passest through the waters, I'll be with thee, and through the rivers, they shall not overflow thee. When thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burned, neither shall the flame kindle upon thee." This verse is interesting because, like, we will go through the waters, we will go through the flames and fires. God's not going to remove it. He's just going to allow it, and he'll be with us through it. It's hard to believe that, because like you're so in your like circumstance, whatever circumstance you're in, you're like all up in your thoughts. But once you like, how do I put it? I don't know. It's hard to explain, but faith is like trusting God no matter the circumstance. And so it's like trusting this word that God is with you, even though you don't feel like it. Even though you don't feel he's with you, he still says that he's with you. And that ties into another verse that I was, looking at that day. Okay, it's Psalm 124, the whole thing. You could read it yourself, but basically that psalm is saying that if the Lord is not on our side, then man, we're cooked. That's basically what it's talking about. It says in verse 4 of Psalm 124 that then the waters had overwhelmed us, the stream had gone over our soul. That literally ties into Isaiah 43:2, because it's saying that if God's not by our side, then the waters is going to overflow us, but because like Isaiah 43:2 says, because God is by our side, it'll be okay. Okay, also, we go back to Isaiah, all right, but 2 chapters down 43, which is 41, if you do the math correct. I'm stupid. Okay, Isaiah 41. So Isaiah 41:10 says that, fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I'll strengthen thee, yeah. I'll help thee, yeah. I'll uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. And verse 13, it says, for I, the Lord, thy God, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, I will help thee. And so God is saying, he's commanding you to not fear, because he's promising to be with you, to strengthen you, and he goes before you. So he walks before you, and he's holding you with his right hand. And so even though it doesn't feel like that, whatever situation you're in, even though it doesn't feel like it, believe it by faith that he's with you no matter what. And that's what faith is. It's trusting God even if, your feelings are, different. You know what I'm saying. That was literally the verse I was meditating on, because when I was on my driver's test, bro, I was thinking about Isaiah 41:10. I was like, bro, I was nervous, but like I remember like, okay, God's with me. He goes before me. And that goes with another verse, okay? I'm all over the place, but go to Psalm 127 verse 1. It says that except the Lord build the house, they labor in vain that build it. Except the Lord keep the city, the watchman waketh but in vain. And that's showing that if it's not God who does it all, then it's all useless. What we do is useless. And so we need God by our side. And sometimes it doesn't feel like he's by our side, but by faith you got to believe that he is, because through the gospel, through what Jesus Christ did on the cross, we have peace with him, as it says in Romans 5:1. We're reconciled to him, and he will never leave us nor forsake us, which is only true because of Jesus Christ and the blood shed on the cross and our justification from his resurrection from the dead. And so basically what I'm saying is, through the gospel, these promises are true, and all you got to do is trust him. And yeah. So like no matter the circumstance you're in, ultimately it's for you to grow in trusting God more, and yeah, to just grow in your faith. And it just allows you to lean on God and trust in God more. I know I was all over the place, but hopefully you understood it still, and hopefully this blesses you. So have a nice rest of your day. Peace out.